This really happened last week, but I've been a little whatever to not do it. Alright, so what was this? Might have been a week and a half. Alright, so they had another stranger in the bathroom, black dude, older than me. And, I'm finna come out. And see what they doing now, the punk shit, they uh they do shit that just people just don't do. And then act like they're gangster. Trust me, you gonna see what I'm talking about. It is the evilest, nastiest shit in the world. Because they go on and lie about the person. I'm telling you. And if they do this to normal people who don't know, like I know, it could be devastating. Seriously, could get them killed. And immediately I recognized it. That's where you'll see in the video he's talking about. Right? I don't threaten none of these punks 'cause I know they ain't gonna do nothing. And so they act like they're not human. They act like I said, like an '80s movie with somebody that's possessed by an alien, and they don't have no. It don't make you you hurt, but it's just weird. There's no. They just act. It's like either they're on drugs or, like I said, they're possessed by an alien or a fucking demon, or it's one and the same. Aliens, demons, who knows? And so they go lie. I guess I'll start with it. Cause it's so I probably forgot all the other shit. That's my fault, but it's gonna be more shit. I gotta go out today, so they always keeping up dumb shit. I mean, they're getting desperate. That's a good sign. Oh, the big thing, that's what it's all about. They're mad. I forgot. Damn, I forgot what else the main purpose. That's what they're mad about. Cause I think what the last video I made or live I made about a week ago, week and a half. Well, not the last one, the one about the dream about the submarine. Obviously, it was real, cause I saw in the comments they was mad. No, trust me, I know how these mad gang stalkers talk. Why don't you report that? It's just a regular comment that has nothing to do, and it was on the channels they know. YouTube put in that I look at, like in Chicago or something, and somebody got killed, murdered, da 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 da. It's today's Friday. I mean Saturday. You could probably click on WGN and see who died last night. And out the blue, we got a comment that don't to nothing. But anyway, it's like what? So you're admitting that you're a punk bitch? You don't say no because y'all. That's what I've been told y'all the rules, bro. If you're doing something illegal, and unless you tell everybody in the hood that you that dude, don't tell on me, da da da, don't snitch on me. Well, it ain't snitching because they ain't involved. Now you got a couple choices. You could break them off to keep them quiet, or you could threaten them. Them the only two things you could do. And I've been told you neither one gonna work with me because y'all some fucking punk ass bitches. And I've been told you that. And y'all just keep lying and getting them back. And I embarrass your ass every fucking time. And you know it. Then you go back and play victim. Your feelings get hurt. He think you're I'm like, who in the hell? I'll show you the video. Who in the hell talks like that? So evidently I must have really busted him out with the. I didn't bust him out. I don't know. Like I said, I don't even know if that was a prophetic dream or vision from God. To me, it sounded more like some kind of technology. Like they say, the voice to skull. Like somebody on the sub uh, got a chance, got a couple of seconds to get away. Hell, maybe they need help. Maybe they know that might be why they chose, because they know I would say something. The rest of the people that they spy on wouldn't know what to do with it. And they might know, but maybe they scared. I don't know. But I'm looking for yeah, I'm like a headhunter with these motherfuckers. But they know they won't do nothing. And then they try to. I'll show you the video. Just like I always say, this is exactly what they do. Now they got that white boy, Eric Swalwell, Fang boyfriend. She's a Chinese spy. They got him talking shit. And, they put it in my. It just popped up. I'm telling you, this is exactly what happened. But he says it happened between him and Kevin McCarthy. So I don't know how that works now. But you got, well, I'll just play it.
Between you and Kevin McCarthy. Look,
This is basically word for word what happened that about a week ago in the QT bathroom. I just went to use it. You know, I made videos plenty of times, live stream, the same place I'm sitting in the exact same parking lot every time I pull up, and I make a little video. Sometimes the security guard pull up and shit. You know, I'm talking about walk around the corner.
what happened between you and Kevin McCarthy?
Look, I don't want to embarrass him any further. I was minding my business between the start of the Modi speech and when he came out. Speeches tend to be long. I beelined to the bathroom. McCarthy was standing near the doors to leave the House floor, muttered some nonsense to me, and then I kind of looked at him and said, "You want to do this right here on the floor?" Went on to threaten me with violence multiple times, something to the effect of, I'll kick the shit out of you.
I know he lied. Don't nobody talk like that. And that nobody. What I'm saying, it ain't a Republican thing. That's just that only the people. Remember, I told you could tell somebody who's going to vote Democrat. Now you can. Now I see. It's clear as day. I don't know nobody who talks like that. Even the white boys I knew in the army. You know, I kick the shit out of you. Nobody starts fight like nobody. And this was in the 90s. We was in our 20s, 19, 18, 20, and nobody talks like that. Lame white boys talk like that. Democrats. Nobody black, no tough guy, air quotes. And there's nobody. When the last time you ever heard anybody say, "Oh, I'm a tough guy"? That's how you know this bitch is lying. And there's another thing. Ain't nobody voting for these Democrats. People want to ask who vote for that dude. It's like nobody voted for him either. He's paid by the Chinese. And then I tell you another thing about that. If y'all seen that them two Chinese soldiers or sailors. I know I'm switching. Well, actually, it's the same subject because I think that's why they finally bust them because I said something about that sub. Because I just saw it 2 days ago about the Chinese and everybody. Well, why would they? Now, like people say, they've been doing that for centuries. Before this country, you can get a service and get citizenship. But the problem is why the hell they had access to a secret clearance or either top secret. That's what it was. They shouldn't have had no access to any type of access. They could work. It's plenty of places, cook, supply. I mean, just plenty. It is just too many other jobs they could have had. Nowhere near top secret. But anyway, back to Swalwell. So nobody, yeah, that's that. The Democrat. Like we said, it's Joe Biden's fucking military is woke as fuck. All they care about is pronouns. They do, but yeah, all that shit. Remember that black general and that white general in the Pentagon? I want to learn about white supremacy, all types of shit. We're all in danger because they worried about some shit that don't exist.
I told him what I thought of him. I didn't think he was going to try and take a swing at me with.
Now the dude didn't. Now what happened? Me, dude didn't. What happened is I pee. Come and then I'm finna go out, and he pushed. So basically, they had it timed. I never seen this in my life, and it's just so fucking odd. Cause anybody who pushes the door open to a public restroom, so he pushed it real hard, and I really ain't paying no attention. But then when he ain't say nothing, and I kept going, cause my car was running. I leave my car running all the time. But anyway, so I came back. Oh, he just like that's when he walks around like a zombie. But I know the bitch was scared, but I ain't threatening him. Because I know he's a Democrat. Yeah, they'll get you arrested real quick. A black Democrat, fucking sellout. Little piece of shit. And so, yeah, ain't nobody threatening. Who in the hell I kick the shit out of you? Nobody talks like that. I don't even have to know Kevin McCarthy. I don't have to. Nobody talks like that. Remember, I kept telling you that even these black folks that are, around here, even, they just talk. It's like that's not how it was back in the 80s and 90s. Nobody talked. Because the few times in Birmingham, in my high school, the few times we did see two people talking, yeah, we fuck. Oh man, y'all wasting our time. We thought we was finna see a fight. I remember time. Yeah, we push them. We push one on because just like it's school. Even though it's all gangbangers, all this shit. Sometimes you get two guys who ain't a gangbanger, but we all the rest of the thugs. They still want to see the fight. And so it's a circle just like in a movie, white folks movie. Hey, hit him, like a 1950 movie. But with us, I ain't gonna. Maybe I did it. I was you push one of while they sitting there yelling at each other face to face, and they won't swing, and you push them, and then they start fighting because you push them into each other because otherwise they're gonna talk forever. But like I said, that's what they do, and they think they want. I'm like, no, in no century, in no country, did you win by starting shit like y'all do with me and walking off. Because I didn't hit you, especially when you have the Pharisees, the Birmingham, whatever, Democrat cops on your side to throw me in jail. It's like, no, bitch, there's no way you fucking won, you fucking coward. You guys swing and hit me, or try to.
Odie about to come out. I didn't really think he would ever do that. I think he just likes to see himself as a tough guy. And this party, they prefer violence now over
this
voting.
is a Democrat channel.
He said it again that, if I talked to him that way, he would do that. I repeated what I thought of him. And then pretty predictably, he turned away, he kind of went like this, and I passed through.
What happened between you and Kevin McCarthy?
Look, I don't want to embarrass him any further. I was minding my business between the start of the Modi speech and when he came out. These speeches tend.
Yeah, you see how you Democrat every time it's just like with the scam whatever. They always start with I didn't want to. It's just like I told y'all how some of them when they was I was working with some of them and at the height of the Bill Cosby shit. They always started with I'm the biggest Bill Cosby fan. I'm like I'm not. I haven't watched Cosby since like 1987 since Denise left and went to Different World. That was the last year I watched. Then I started watching Different World. But so no, I'm not the biggest Cosby. I never. But what we all said, this is against his rights. This is all of us are in danger if you let this shit happen. Just some old ass accusations with no evidence, especially as black people. Why would you? But my point is, you can tell a Democrat just like when they always say, oh, trying to sound like they're innocent. Or R. Kelly, same thing. They use the same word, R. Kelly. Again, I barely listened to R. Kelly music back in the day when it was brand new. But that wasn't why we were saying nobody was on his side or against. We were saying no, this trying in public opinion, the court of public opinion, and the black. That's what they were trying to do. They wanted black people just he's guilty. Most of us like them girls were 19, 18. I was 18 and 19 in basic training. They could be in basic training. Instead, they want to fuck a rich dude. So, like I said, at the same time, they was two girls living with R. Kelly, 19. They could have been in basic training. I don't want to hear, oh, they babies. Oh, blah, blah, blah. By the time they was 22-year-olds, they could have been fucking sergeants in the fucking military. Really, 21. Depending on what hell, 20, probably even after 2 years, 20-year-old sergeants telling other people what to do. But instead, they want to lay up with R. Kelly. I don't want to hear that bullshit. They some babies. But anyway, you got 18-year-old paramedics right now in every city. This city, 18, 19 female. So how the hell you got a 40-year-old police chief or whatever. It's like, nah, she can't because when she was 18, she was a baby. So you got to hire a 40-year-old male police chief. Because when he was 18, he wasn't a baby. If he would have did something, he would have had to face the consequences, no matter what he chose. So you got to get rid of every female general, colonel, police chief. You got to get rid of it. It's not hate against women. It's just that y'all let them play that game with y'all. You know what the fuck you doing. We all did when we was 18. Fuck out of here. You 18 and a female, you don't know what the hell you doing. You ain't know you wanted to fuck that 50-year-old man. When you was 18, rest of us, if we would have had we just were too scared to talk to an old woman when you was 18, like 30-something or 40. It's probably too fine or something. But that was it's different. I mean, some guys did. I heard about some, them guys, but it is what it is. It wasn't that big a deal though. Anyway, I didn't got on subject. All right, so back to back. He farted. Oh, you talking about yeah, W. Yeah, my fault. I wasn't looking at the comments. WGN is, yeah, it's Chicago. Uh, but yeah, Swalwell. He's That's the point. How is this literal traitor who had? It ain't the fact that he had sex with she's a spy. They know she's a spy. How is he still even not in prison? I don't understand. This is not a '90s movie. Will Smith or somebody. Spy shit or whoever. What's that? The old white guy. Uh, Damn. Anyway, but like I said, the reason I got on the R. Kelly and Bill Cosby because, like I said, you see, he started with, "I didn't win them back." Yeah, that's how you know. Well, you knew the whole time. As soon as a traitor, a literal traitor, opened his mouth, he's fucking lying. All right, so back to the uh the sub. This was what I heard. It was an American sub because they said without a warrant. They didn't say it was a Chinese sub. But anyway, I also kept leaving comments about China and treason, and crackhead Hunter, working for China, and all of them, and so on this one video, the two Chinese sailors, and that's a thing. Like I said, I was combo and I got put in the MI unit, so I had you got if you're a combo, my homies, they were mechanics and cooks. They didn't have to have any security clearance. But we gotta. Well, you privy to the radio because that's what we do, radio, right? So they're passing their information, but we ain't paying attention to that shit. But that ain't the point. I used to joke about that's exactly what this is like. I promise you, exactly what I was joking about. I'm not. That's exactly, and that's what they got. Literally, just like my nightmare. It wasn't a real nightmare. I be in the barracks joking. We talking shit Saturday. This 95, 90. I've been there for a while now. It's like 95. I'm joking. I'm like, man, shit, I am not. And I had a picture in my head that it was like maybe one of them movies. They just approach you because you're like overseas. You're not on base, but you're just hanging out in a club or something in Germany and needing to find out who you are and try to. And I'm like, I just would have been like, hell no. That's what I said. That's what I told my homeboy. I said, I'm not going to fucking Leavenworth. Because to this day, from old movies, from black and white, don't they bust rocks? Leavenworth is the military. Like, I'm not the chain gang. I am not busting rocks. Because it really ain't enough money they can give you. Because you really would need enough money to go AWOL forever. So, and they ain't going to give you that. And just like I said, they only gave this boy, both of them, like one 10,000 and the other 15,000. And I remember in 95, 94, I think I was only bringing home after cut and my car note $800 a month. And that's because I had jump pay because I was a paratrooper. And that was an extra $150, but I was paying for a car and insurance. But I only getting like $800 a month. But you live in the barracks, eat chow, whatever. We found ways to get food. We just be hungry, after the chow closed at 6 o'clock or whatever. Or 6:30, by 8 you still. Well, you find shit. I was going in the streets anyway. But anyway, so we overseas. I can imagine in Germany, Korea, South Korea. You might get approached just like that dude in South Korea who left last week or 2 weeks ago. But with him, he left. I peeped it out immediately. I think from what I saw, they put a video. Matter of fact, it's still in my history. I watched it. It's from a year ago. What they do with people like him, everybody joking like, "Oh, he gonna get what he." Like I said it before I saw this video. I think that's why YouTube put it in my recommendations the other day. I said it. They treat him. They make them actors in propaganda movies, and they're the evil American. And I can imagine having a black guy He probably living nice. Might even already got a little harem or something. You know, of North Korea. I'm serious. That's why he was laughing. Look at the video. They said he was laughing. They probably had approached him already or something because he had been in the South Korean jail for like 40 something days. And they knew he would be a defector and he would do the propaganda. And they probably like, oh, you live like this and that. You know, you're not gonna be like the other, North Koreans. And I got a video. Let me look for it. And this was from a year ago. And it said, yeah, it's a couple of them that been over there. Some after the Korean War in the 50s. It, they says a couple of American soldiers that defected. One of them, he became a famous actor in North Korea and got married to some chick. But the movies they playing, like I said, are propaganda, against a man. He's the evil American. You're the evil American. But these two guys, the sailors in San Diego, and they only got like 15,000. Like, nah, B, you gotta give you. I would do it, but I'm just saying, you would need anybody who thinking about it in the military. You gonna need enough money. I would say to live, because I think they finna get 20 years. And that's not in a state with parole. You going to Leavenworth or something federal. Yeah, for $10,000. No, man, that ain't no way. That's what I used to say, but I'm like, ain't no fucking way. You ain't gotta worry about y'all. That's why I tell the lieutenants and the captains and the sergeants. You gotta worry about me. Where I'm from Birmingham. I seen niggas go to prison for $50, literally. But I still like I wouldn't even go for $10,000, $50,000. That ain't enough. That's insane. You need enough that you can bury. It's a couple of meals. It's still 20 years too long. But where's that last one I wanted to show about the two Chinese guys? Some people like, well, why they had to let them in there now? They can get in the military, but it's like, why were they anywhere near classified material? But like we said, that's Joe, that's Brandon's army or military. I'm trying to find the other one because the thing was, I want to show comments in that first video I saw about the spies or whatever they are, trading intel, the sailors, because they just there's a whole bunch of comments talking about treason, treason, treason. Yeah, like I said, I leave them comments, but see, I'm serious. Like hell, Biden, crackhead Hunter, all the rest of them. Basically, every Democrat and the rhinos, they're Mayorkas, the border chief, so-called border, that's treason, letting all these people just that you don't know who they are in, and lying. And that's you're not defending the country. And so I don't think they were mocking me. I think they really either scared or mad or something that I keep saying it. So and I'm like, how's this supposed to hurt my feelings? Because these two dudes. I'm like, if that's what it warrant, treason, yeah. But to me, for my briefing, you gotta remember, I got the same briefing they did, and it ain't treason. You just gonna get a hell of a lot of years for selling them secrets like that, because you just the low end, low. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, but they just, that's what I'm trying to find, that specific video. It just, you go through the comments, not treason, because they trying to mock me like they're smart. It's like, no, you stupid. Like I said, and it's not just me being smart. It's like I actually had those security briefings, and you You got to go through it just when you apply. Because with my MOS, you only had to get a secret while you were in AIT. And the reason top secret, because once I chose to go airborne or whatever, volunteer, I could have got put in the infantry, brigade. But instead, they put me in the MI brigade. And like I said, now I think I know why, because they were watching me. Because intelligence, there's CIA, MI, all that shit. I was in the program already. I didn't think about it. But anyway, so then now you got to get a top secret. But MI and all them, the intelligence, you got to get a top secret off the top while you're still trying to just get into the army. If that's what I guess, I can't find that shit. But, because it's just funny, like, yeah, treason is like, I don't think, yeah, like I said, they never said nothing. But maybe I did, I don't know, I can't remember, because either way, I just wasn't finna find out what it was. Yeah, exactly, I wasn't finna find out. But for some reason, all I remember is prison time, and I wasn't going to no military prison. And so, just, they didn't have to talk too much to me. Like, I'm not, they know, it ain't even, you don't even have to be just so super gun ho. There's just not enough money. Like I said, we're me, a couple of my friends in my unit, they all from different neighborhoods, from the hoods, different cities. Like, that's just not enough. We know plenty of people that been in prison and still in prison and all that shit. Is like, that's first thing I hear. I don't hear, you got to be super soldier. Yes sir, no sir. It's just, nigga, I ain't going to prison. Same thing is in the streets. Yeah, like I said, I don't know. I'm still under the impression. I guess I could look it up. Leavenworth military prison, that they on the chain gang, like the old fashioned black and white movies, breaking rocks for no reason and shit. Oh, you know what? Here's another one that I changed subject. I watched this movie, and I did this. I watched this one right quick because Jamie Foxx. I already knew exactly what it was gonna be, and sure enough, I don't know if y'all seen it. It and see, I think that's what I keep talking about. Now teenagers watching this, they probably think this is real cool and da da da, and it's fun. Like I said, I was a teenager when Boys in the Hood came out. Maybe I was in 10th grade or something, 11th. In Men's Society, all juice. But see, this movie, I don't know if y'all seen it. It's supposed to be cloning and all that. Then Jamie Foxx is supposed to have a stroke, and then there are people saying they really cloned him, and then all of a sudden this movie comes out, so it was like, whatever. But I watched it because it had the two like mainstream stars, the guy from Star Wars, John Boyega, and whatever, the Clone Wars. But I don't watch that stuff anyway. That Disney stuff. But so as usual, now they fighting white folks and some kind of house nigga. It's like, yeah, and they still got the strong female, and there's nothing wrong with, the whole thing is just, it's off. It's throwing all. I'm telling you, it's throwing everything off. And these teenagers watching this, to me, I feel kind of bad for them because they still gonna be with this victimhood that they can't make it. There's something magical or cloning, and it is something holding them back. That's why I make these videos. I'm literally telling them what's holding them back. Your own people, Jesse and them, Al Sharpton, the house niggas, and on down the NAACP and Democrats. If you just got to be mad at white folks, yeah, there's some mad. Plenty of white Democrats. I just showed you Swalwell, but this that's what I'm saying. Even though Men's Society and Boys in the Hood, it was black on black. If you look, real stats, by 93, the Compton had calmed down. Most people, that's why you don't remember shit about it. It's calmed down. That's what they were mad about. They, Jesse, I promise, was probably what Jesse and them was all mad about. Is like they thought all the music we listened to was gonna make us all kill each other. That's why I keep telling everybody, oh, that's not what gangster rap was about. And like I said, watching Men's Society, yeah, it did make you, because you young. It's like they said, Scarface said it, Ice Cube said it. It's like the same as a kid in the 50s watching the Gunsmoke, 1960s watching Gunsmoke. They said it in the song. Why I can't? It's just fantasy. Ice Cube and Scarface made a song together. Gangster. Don't believe that song. Gangster don't live that long. Da, da, da. They had to add that part because of the heat from the black people, the black Democrats. But the song was tight. I still listen to it. The beat was dope. The rhymes. And they did kick some knowledge. It's like Matt Dillon, every time he pull his pistol to handle the problem. So why can't I just make up a story like that? That's what he's saying. That's what I'm saying. Our generation, none of us, just like now, all these so-called celebrities, because I don't even call them rappers, they got to get in trouble for real and do stupid shit for real. And like we said with Tupac, that was a personal problem with, and also now I think it was really again the Democrats. It wasn't just Puffy, because Puffy's a big Democrat. Everybody think Puffy killed both of them, Biggie and Pop. The sacrifice to the devil, but it was all lit. But my point is, it just made everybody. I think we wasn't mad at each other. We be in the club 1920, even when I was in the army, got to Fayetteville. Sometimes we get into it, but I think that was more like locals mad at military dudes. Not, yeah, they still call it Vietnam. And it was dangerous before I got there. But, to me, it felt like everybody, all us niggas was on there. I mean, it really felt like in the vibe in the air. I remember one day I was by myself on the sidewalk in AIT in uniform. You're just happy, you're making it. You're hitting your marks, you're getting, da da da. Yeah, I'm getting, doing push ups, probably just falling asleep, being tired. But, you're passing everything, and it's in the bag. You got your money, you got your career. Like I said, new gangster rap songs will come. Snoop had just came out with his own album, and Dog. So it's just everybody felt grown. And that's what they don't want these kids to feel grown at 18. That damn, I just said the babies. The babies. They don't want I felt you felt it's like some kind of aura around you. I'm saying I probably just pimp walking by myself, music in my head, bopping. I ain't had my headphones was upstairs but uh, it was just you thought it was and it wasn't old black guys and that because I didn't we didn't care about race or none of that. Your white homeboys, none of that. We all laughing and joking and getting smoked for falling asleep in class or whatever. Smoking, doing push-ups and sit-ups because you fell asleep. But it's just funny because you can take it. It's nothing. It's nothing to you. You're in shape. It's nothing. And when I go home, it just felt like a whole vibe. They couldn't stand it. The devil couldn't stand it. Like, oh no, there got to be something. That, these guys supposed to be victims or kill each other. And it's not working. Cause like I said, a lot of gangster rappers, a lot of them always included little prayers, and that probably was real. They like I had to pray, to make it out of that situation. Because a lot of them, like they say, they rap about it. Sunday school when they was little boys. Da 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 da. Then they grow up selling dope. They gotta stop doing this bad life, all that type of shit. But these folks didn't just sold their souls. I can't believe it. I really can't. It's still shocking, but being ex-military, I get over the shock real fast. That's why I tried to warn these folks about. I don't be shocked for long. It's really like a half a second. Then I'm ready to react. But so the call Tyrone, yeah, I watched the whole thing, but as usual, it's the hood, but they gotta to fight the white man again and this and that or whatever. But this time it's more something more diabolical. And I guess they tried to not make it just. It's subtle racism, like we would say back in the day. Subtle racism is more subtle racism, you know. And to me, You don't have to be old though. It's more to me. It's sad for the teenagers. Like I said, when we saw stuff, it made us want to go out and get money, get jobs, and maybe we did try to sell some dope. But like I said, you ain't no maybe. But like I said, it didn't pan out. Maybe because I wasn't disciplined enough to save my own money. I kept spending it, the profits instead of flipping it, or whatever. Some said it was rigged. They just keep riding by with the same car. It's the same color. This, and like I said, this car is pretty not rare like that, but they stopped making them. I just got off subject. They don't make them. They start. What is they making other now? But so that this car can't be that good to them or good looking. It's got to just be their little evil nasty stuff. They don't want you to have anything. Cause the reason I said again, cause as soon as I came out, they had one sitting right there. I wasn't filming yet. It was sitting right, at that corner. So yeah, we hitting their nerves, not just me. Everybody, we're here. Just keep doing, keep working on what you working that you want to do. You ain't got to worry about helping somebody else and giving back all that shit. If you like me and the rest of us, you do get a little joy out of helping, but not what you do is give knowledge. And if they can't receive that knowledge, they can't understand. That's on them. You did your best. You did way more than just giving them a sandwich. They're gonna burn up, and I'm talking about the calories in about 30 minutes. But if you giving them knowledge, yeah, like it say in the Bible, give a man the fish, he'll eat for a day. Teach a man the fish, he'll eat for the rest of his life. And most of us didn't learn that phrase till we got out. Even us Sunday school kids, we ain't learned that till you got older. Or maybe you heard it in church, but you probably weren't paying attention or asleep if you was real little. That's what I'm saying. And so I didn't just hear that and try to fix it for like Democrats do and twist it for my own purposes. It's like, no, I always was, because like I said, people would give me knowledge. That's how I know so much about real estate. People would get, like, them white folks were happy to, like they wanted to tell us, like nobody asked. Nobody would ask them. Like, their own sons and daughters, because they probably, being white, they probably had opportunities, colleges, they want to hear that shit. Real estate, they don't want to deal with that. They went to college and all that liberal shit. So they was happy as fuck to just spill their guts. Oh, you do this and I do that, I do that. But anyway, I gotta go pick some stuff up. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be even making videos, probably even pulling over on the road or in a parking lot and making another live. Or they finna, they finna do some crazy shit. It's a sunny day. They finna. I'm just trying to go to Walmart and pick up a damn some sheets. That's as cheap as I find. But I don't like going to Walmart. But I'm not. I'm doing the curbside anyway. So anyway, all right.